Sophia strolled back into the house after a so-called late work meeting. Her lips curved into a smile as if nothing were wrong. She didn't expect the icy look waiting for her. I spoke calmly, each word deliberate. You have 10 minutes to sign the divorce papers and walk out of my home. What she never anticipated was that her lover's wife would also step in that night, turning her betrayal into a nightmare she wouldn't forget. When I first met Sophia, I believe I found everything I ever wanted. She was sharp, ambitious, magnetic. Her confidence drew me in. Our careers, though demanding, seemed to align us perfectly. She thrived as a financial consultant, while I managed a career in luxury hospitality. We were busy, yes, but we understood each other. Or at least, that's what I thought. It started gradually. Sophia, once devoted to making time for our dinners, began working late more often. I brushed off my unease, convincing myself that her industry was simply relentless. I trusted her. But the first real crack appeared one evening when we were watching TV. Her phone buzzed on the coffee table. She snatched it instantly, muting the screen with a nervous laugh before flipping it face down. "Who's that?" I asked lightly. "Just a client," she replied without meeting my eyes. "He's been a bit demanding lately." Her words were smooth enough, but her rigid posture and the way she clutched the phone screamed otherwise. From that night forward, suspicion crept in like a shadow I couldn't shake. Weeks passed, and the signs multiplied. Her supposed client emergencies coincided with late nights and missed calls. She grew distant, colder. My gut screamed the truth, but I needed proof. One Friday, after she left for yet another meeting, I checked her laptop. She had left her email open. What I found made my blood run cold. Dozens of messages exchanged with a man named Adrian. Messages dripping with intimacy and graphic detail. They weren't just arranging dinners. They were planning hotel escapes, each note bolder than the last. My stomach twisted. Worse still, Adrian wasn't some anonymous fling. He was married, and I had met his wife, Amal, at one of Sophia's work events. Suddenly, every lingering look and hushed laugh between them snapped into focus. I wasn't ready to confront Sophia just yet. I needed more. I hired a private investigator. Within weeks, he handed me evidence I couldn't ignore. Photographs of them slipping into hotels, videos of their meetings, receipts for expensive dinners charged to our shared accounts. And Adrian's wife? She was oblivious. The irony was rich. Adrian, bold enough to seduce my wife, had no idea his own world was about to crumble. I sent Amal an anonymous package with everything I'd gathered. Alongside it, a short note, "You deserve the truth. Call me if you want to talk." A few days later, my phone rang. It was Amal. Her voice trembled with grief, but beneath it, I heard steel. We met at a quiet cafe and laid it all bare. Her husband's betrayal, my wife's lies, the wreckage they had left behind. "I want to confront him," she said, her eyes red but resolute. "But I want to do it in a way he'll never forget." Her fire sparked something in me. What if we face them together? Let's show them both they haven't won. For the first time that evening, Amal smiled. I liked that idea. We spent weeks carefully planning. Finally, the night came. Sophia had told me she'd be working late again, but I knew the truth. She and Adrian would be dining downtown. Amal and I arrived first, choosing a corner table where we couldn't be seen. Sure enough, they entered hand in hand, laughing like two people without a care in the world. Rage simmered in me, but I held steady. The timing had to be perfect. As their meals were served, Amal and I rose and walked straight to their table. The color drained from Sophia's face the moment she saw me. "You forgot to tell me you'd be dining with Adrian tonight," I said evenly. "And you," Amal added coldly, fixing her gaze on her husband, "you've certainly been keeping yourself busy." The restaurant hushed, every head turning toward us. Sophia stammered, "Jacob, I can explain." "You'll have plenty of time to explain." I cut her off, pulling a folder from my bag and setting it in front of her. "Those are divorce papers. You got 10 minutes to sign, then pack your things and leave my house." "Divorce?" she whispered, as though the concept was alien to her. "You're being absurd." "What's absurd?" I said firmly. is believing I wouldn't find out. What's absurd is you destroying our marriage for this. Adrian shifted in his seat as if to flee, but Amal pressed her hand against his arm, pinning him in place. You're not leaving, Adrian. We're just getting started. From her bag, she produced her own folder. These documents detail every cent you spent on your affair, all charged to company funds. On Monday, your board of directors will see this. Let's see how they feel about their CFO financing his mistress with corporate money. Adrian's face blanched. You wouldn't dare. Oh, I would, Amal said coldly. And I will. Sophia left that night with nothing but shame and the clothes she wore. By morning, I had the locks changed and her belongings shipped to her parents. She tried to call, to show up at my office, to plead, but I refused her at every turn. The divorce was finalized within months, and she walked away with far less than she thought she'd take. Adrian's downfall was swift. Amal followed through on her promise. His company fired him within days. His reputation shattered. Their social circles turned their backs, whispers of the scandal spreading like wildfire. Amal filed for divorce soon after, and Adrian ended up living in a shabby apartment, far removed from the luxury he once flaunted. Amal and I kept in touch, not out of romance, but out of mutual strength. We had faced devastation, but instead of letting it consume us, we had taken back our power. Betrayal wounds deeply, but also shows you the strength you didn't know you had. Sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't just exposing the truth. It's ensuring betrayers never escape the weight of their actions. In the end, it wasn't about what we lost. It was about what we reclaimed. Our dignity, our peace, our control,